practice, put him to good use on that one.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Buccaneers 7. To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawyer Malloy.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Tyreek Hill on the return. Wiggles free, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run on first down. It's Alexander, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Going for that's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And going deep from... And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bills 21, Buccaneers 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez.
To Tony Gonzalez.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mahomes firing complete and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Mahomes. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this one will be returned.
to kick off for Buffalo.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down. Gannon. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again. Gannon. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's good.
A big play here for Buffalo. 49 yards.
10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen to Evans on the slant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 22 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier. Ted Hendricks on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gannon, he is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, Gannon. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, Gannon. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
20 on the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gannon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Bo Jackson, incomplete.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Gannon rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Gannon. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's brought down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we... step aside.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. Too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
To throw on second down, Gannon. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off play action. Gannon. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Sanders. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, it's Alexander. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on first down. It's Alexander, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake. Gannon rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Allen's pass intercepted. They'll take over.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.